Welcome back to the channel, guys. So first and foremost, I'd like to thank everybody that watched the Meet the Team video and left some nice comments. It was really nice to see. If you've not watched it, click up here, go and give that a view. But in this one, we are away on a recovery. So we're away to the Isle of Bute. We're collecting a Citroen that we're taking to Kilmarnock because it's got an airbag safety recall and it's not allowed to be driven. So we're going to go and collect that, and probably for the next few videos you'll see me here in the pickup, because unfortunately the other day this happened to Greg's key. It snapped in the ignition barrel, so we've ordered some new keys up for Volkswagen because we only had one for that van, which is bad on our behalf, but we've ordered a couple of new keys. I think it takes about 2 weeks for them to come, so the next few videos might be for the Ranger, but we will improvise, adapt and overcome. And yeah, so let's go on with this video. We're going to go and collect the trailer and then head to the Isle of Bute. As we have the trailer loaded on now, so the ferry we are getting is at Bay, and we're going over to the Isle of Bute. So the ferry is due to leave at 10:05, but you need to be there at 10:15 to board. Right now we're due there at 9:50, so are we touch and go if we get that one? If we miss it, sorry, we've got to wait till 11:15. It's not the end of the world, but we're going to try our best to get for this one now and get over there at 10:05. I think 10:05 ferry gets us there at about 11, and then load up, and then we'll be able to catch the ferry back. So fingers crossed we make it, but hey, we'll find out. Just about to jump on the M8 now and then head through towards Glasgow. We've jumped off the M8 up at Baillieston, so we're going to jump onto the M74 now, and then it sort of takes you around the side of the city centre of Glasgow instead of going directly through it. We've actually knocked off a bit of time, or we've maybe not knocked off, traffic's disappeared. We're now due to get there at 9:35, so we should be able to get the 10:05 ferry. We should be able to get booked on and loaded up quick enough. So fingers crossed it stays like that and we don't have to wait about. Aye, and once you drive onto the site you have to reread it again because you can't remember what the reg was that you just checked like 3 seconds before.
I've got it in my head, but I'm definitely.
Now we're just stuck in a wee bit of traffic coming in the city centre of Glasgow. Our ET has went back up to 9:50, which isn't really ideal, but hopefully it'll come back down again once we get through this. Just on the phone to Greg there, he's on his way to a DAF that's got a brake stability warning, an EML, and the speedo's not working, so we might catch back up with him later in the video and find out what the issue is with that. But that's for a new customer, so we'll hopefully make a good impression there and get some more work out of that. But aye, hopefully this traffic clears and hopefully we can get to this ferry on time. Just 10 minutes away from Bay now, so we're just on sort of the last wee stretch before we get to this ferry, and we're going to run it very, very close for time by the looks of it. I'm not too optimistic about getting this ferry. We might have to wait till 11:15, but fingers crossed they let us on. As is now in Bay, so it is 1.2 miles from here down to the ferry terminal. That is us now. That is the boat. So I'm not really sure, I've never done this before. I'm just going to pull in behind this transit and then we'll go in and speak to whoever we need to speak to, and hopefully we can get on this boat. That's us all booked in, so we're just ready. They've scanned our tickets, so once the cones get moved, they'll move the cones. Sorry, once they move the cones, we'll get to drive down, we'll get parked up, and aye, we'll be on our way across to the Isle of Bute. I don't know how to clear this away because it is very windy, but that is where we're heading. That is Bute, the Isle of Bute. So by the looks at maybe another 10-15 away, and then by the time he docks, gets his front door down and everybody unloads, we're the last on, so last back off. And then I think it's only a 5-minute drive for the ferry terminal to where the car is. That is us, we're back in the Ranger now. The boat is just literally turning and parking before it puts the front down, so I'm just going to sit here now. I'm going to get the address up for where we're going, just so the second we're off the boat, we're away. We know exactly where we're off to, don't have to sit about. So I'm going to sit and do that just now, see how far away it is. I think it's only like 5 minutes or something, but I'll get this video to when we come off the boat. There we go, so we're just 4 minutes away from once we get off. It's half a mile, so literally we'll be straight up, get the car straight on. We might actually make the 11 o'clock ferry coming back, but unsure. We might just have to wait until 12:15. Now I've got the keys, so I'm just going to get all the trailer prepped. We'll get the ramps out and we'll get it loaded on. That's the car on, ramps away, so we're just going to get it all strapped up now and head back to the boat. That's us all strapped down, nice and tight. Ramps are away. And now we can head back to the ferry terminal. This guy's got a few sheep. The guy keeps popping his head over the corner every so often. He's now not going to do it because I'm videoing. Canberra shy sheep. As the boat just arrived, so they've just unloaded it, and hopefully we will start. I think we'll be one of the last to go on because we'll be following the sheep. So I reckon they'll put the cars on, they'll fill up the sides, and then they'll put me and him on last because we're the sort of longest in the trailers, so it means we can just go straight down the middle. That's what I reckon anyway, but whether that happens or not is another thing. There's wee Sean and his pal, just popped their heads back up now. That's us now all loaded on, so we're back in the middle. We're one of the first on actually. You can't see anything there obviously. The car is still behind us, so we're just going to head upstairs now and go and grab ourselves a wee seat again. Once again, that is us back in the Ranger, so it's just coming into dock just now, and then once it docks again we will be one of the first off because we're right in the middle, and then it will be away down to Kilmarnock. We'll approximately be about an hour, I think it says 56 minutes, but we'll just say an hour for getting off the boat to getting down to Isle of Bute in Kilmarnock. That's us back on the mainland now, so 50 minutes to go. We're just going to cut down, I guess basically the coastal road. We're just going to follow the water all the way down to Kilmarnock basically, so should be some nice sights, and take you along on the journey. There we go, all arrived nice and safe now at Isle of Bute, so I'm just going to get the ramps out, get it unstrapped, get it tilted up, get it reversed off, and then we'll take it into the service department. There we go, that's the car all dropped off, so it's time just to tidy the trailer up, get the ramps away, and then we can hit the road again back to Edinburgh. That's us, ramps all the way, trailer's locked down, all our straps now are back in the box. We can now go. That's us, we've dropped the trailer back off where it gets parked up nice and secure, so we've left that there. We are now heading home, so that is us done for the day on this video anyway. But thank you for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. It's something a wee bit different. Again, that's what we do here, we like doing things differently. But thanks for watching, and until the next one, I'll see you later.